Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We'll be having discussion on different topics. There's no specific topics. Basically, we'll be having stories. So welcome again. My name is Dennis, and welcome to Sit Down with Dinno episode, which I'll tell. I don't remember exactly which one. So, my friend Fridolin, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. I've been waiting for this opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm called Fridolin Nesama. I'm a Cameroonian by origin. I've been out of the country, my country Cameroon, for almost 18 years now. I left Cameroon in 2010.
2010.
So I have moved in many countries in West Africa.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to also be to come here to Israel to serve, and I've been here for like 7 years now.
Yeah, I've been also here for 9 years. So by the time I leave, it'll be 9 years, 8 months, or 9 years, 6 months.
Okay,
Basically.
that's so nice.
In terms of staying somewhere, I'm older than you.
Yeah, that's good.
That's right. So I'm also from Kenya. I've been telling people I'm from Kenya, but before I came to Israel was my first country to travel to, and then later on I went to Georgia, which became my second country.
Oh.
Yeah, so I haven't gone many countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think like when I was growing up, I used to see myself considered to be like, if you take an animal and they ask you which kind of animal you want to be, I'll say I want to be a bird. Because a bird just flies. So I consider myself like flying and going to any country that I can go. Yeah. So I have really kind of like in Africa, if I could count, mostly West Africa. Like I've been to Sierra Leone, to Liberia, Ghana, Cape Verde. For like a year in Cape Verde. That's a good experience. Yeah. Wow. I remember that was
where's Cape Verde?
Cape Verde?
West Africa still?
West Africa, yes.
I see.
Yeah. I remember that was at the peak of Ebola. Yeah, I remember you've heard of Ebola. That was like 2014 when the Ebola happened in Sierra Leone. I had to leave Sierra Leone and then I stayed in Cape Verde for like a year. Wow. It was so good. These people, the culture is so amazing. I'm telling you, these people are beautiful. The men, the women, the children, the culture, so rich in diversity, and they love music because I love music. I love dancing. So
I think music is like a soap to your soul. Most of the people have like, I was telling someone my story of how I started playing guitar, and I kind of just loved the rhythm from the guitar and piano, and because of that I was also a DJ. So literally I love the music deep inside, and I started teaching myself how to play different keys, different rhythms, and later on, right now I can play a little bit.
That's good.
Not that much.
Good. I have a guitar, but I don't know how to play. I wish I want to learn.
You know, I studied with my guitar for 2 years without even touching it.
I have mine for like 6 or 7 years.
I'd never played it before.
But
like
I'm just attached to it. I feel like one day I'm going to learn how to play.
Yeah, you will. So, like for example, when I came in around 2018, there's this guy who was in kitchen. His name was Julian. He used to play guitar really well. And there's this song, Islander song, Emia Day. Is like Emia Day, whatever, that kind of stuff. So nice. Every time he plays it, it was so good. So when I was in 2018, so I was like, okay, I want to play guitar. So I bought a guitar. I went home and then I asked this guy, hey, can you teach me how to play? And the first thing he did was like, if you can play a F chord, which is really a bar chord, which is really hard, I was like, if you can play that, then I'll teach you how to play. So I tried it for so many days. I couldn't even play. I couldn't even play, so I gave up. So I pulled my guitar out the thing for 2 years, and then I picked it up later on. I was like, why do you have to torture me? You know, it was, for me, it was like, that's very unfair. Why do you have to torture me? But anyway, so
that's so good. Yeah. I think also like in one of the travels that I've been to, like South Africa. I've been to South Africa. I think that was like 2013 during the youth conference. I think before the youth conference. And then we left from like Ghana to South Africa. That was like almost a 5 hours or 7 hours flight.
Yeah.
And that was my longest flight. But being in South Africa was so amazing because my younger sister used to live in South Africa.
Oh.
And she's not really like a Baha'i, but she's like a friend of the faith. So I had the opportunity to meet her, and I had not seen her for like 10 years. So going to South Africa those years was so beautiful. I loved everything that I saw there. Like the friends I haven't seen for a long time, like my sister. Yeah, that's one of the trips that was like very emotional for me.
Yeah, I think for me when I traveled outside Kenya, so when I came to Israel, I was sharing with my wife the other day, the first challenge was that I had never traveled like before. And
what was that?
you go to this big airport, Istanbul, it's really huge. And you have to move from one place to another. And bro, they don't speak English. They
can imagine.
Like it was the difficult time of my life, you know. And I'm just small guy in a big suit, try to maneuver these places. And I was just amazed how like these countries are more developed. And then I came to Israel. I'm like, wow, this is so different from what I'm used to. Whether the sun was something that hit me, you know, back at home there's a lot of rain or this kind of stuff. Then suddenly I come to Israel, there's this long summer which like really hot and humid, you know. That was my first experience. But later on when I met with friends here, it was nice, like to have a brother that you never had, to have a sister that you never had.
Like,
there's a lot of challenges, here and there, like any other human society, but just that point of having a friend that you never had, or a brother or a sister that you never had, is just amazing for me.
I remember like my very first country I traveled to was Togo. I left Cameroon and I went to Togo. And I was also like very scared because like I was very young. But I was going for the Baha'i program. It was one of the conference that we were attending. And then we left from Togo, and then we traveled by road to Ghana. But also like with all the travels that I've had, especially like with Africa, comparing to my home country, Cameroon, it helps me to see the diversity that my country, Cameroon, has. I'm very serious. Like seriously, I know that people get to say, okay, things are hard economic, financially, but there's a lot of things to appreciate also in your country.
True.
In terms of food, Cameroon has a lot. Cameroon has a lot of diversity of food. Compared to like other countries. Like people, if I've been to like Liberia, Sierra Leone, Ghana, they keep asking me, what is your staple food? And I'm like, what? Cameroon, we don't have a staple food.
Like there's a lot of food.
There's a lot of food.
Talking about food. So when I was staying with Vahid, Agbor, and Mehdi, so it was my first time to eat slow boys. And there's this other green thing that you put into there. Yes, that was my first time. And I was like...
Okay, I'm glad you tasted Aero.
So I didn't know what it was, right? So I came from service. I found these guys making food because Vahid was so excited. He came with a certain amount of... So he was so excited. So this day he brought in some friends. And he was like, okay, guys, I have something special. I want to share with you guys. It's from my homeland. And I tasted it after. They didn't tell me at first, right? So they told me after. Like, do you know what you've eaten? I'm like, no. Like slow boys. I'm like, what the heck?
But it tasted good.
It was so good. That's the thing. That's the point. Like, it tasted so good.
Then you're like, what?
That I was like, what the hell is that? And then when I'm thinking about it, the way people picture these things, you're like, I'll never eat this kind of stuff. And then suddenly, if someone doesn't tell you just...
I had the same experience when I ate snakes for the first time.
You've eaten snakes?
Yeah. It looks like fish.
Really?
It was served to me, and it's like fish put in a plate. So I finished eating, and it was so nice. And I asked them, I was like, can I have more? And then they were like, do you know what you've eaten? And I'm like, no. It was like a snake. I was like, oh my God. But I was asking for more. So you see, so there's a lot of diversity and culture and food in my country that really, I will appreciate Cameroon for that. And really, it makes me feel like I'm so content with my country. Rather than for some people, you go some country like they just eat rice. Morning, afternoon, evening. I know that's their staple food, but they eat rice with like different type of sauce.
Or just fish.
Yeah. And also one thing to tell you funny, because do you know potatoes? Like sweet potatoes?
Yes.
In Sierra Leone, Liberia, the Gambia, they eat sweet potato leaves. In Cameroon, we don't eat sweet potato leaves. In Kenya, we don't eat leaves. Yes.
Literally, they tell you die.
Yeah. Literally, my mom would say even the goats will not eat the leaves, the potato leaves.
True.
Mm-hmm. But I learned how to
shocking.
eat it. It's so delicious. If I cook it for you, you will
but
not
you
know
it's
the potato leaves.
So which means like the more you explore, the more you realize like things that which are taboo in your country.
It's okay for another person.
Yeah, it's like totally.
Yeah, and I think we just have to close our eyes and just do what other people are doing because they are eating it and they're okay. They're not sick.
Interesting.
I love it. And I was telling my mother that I'm going to cook it. My mother said, "Go buy your own pot."
Talking about that, there's a guy here. He caught hot dog or something, I don't know you call it, and he cooked it.
Oh, the boars?
Yeah, something. He caught it and he cooked it and he put it in the fridge and his flatmate didn't know about it.
No, I feel like those boars here, they have to let us know how to cut them and do some barbecue.
I think if they catch you, they'll take you to jail.
So I was thinking like here in Israel,
yes,
they sell sweet potatoes, right?
They do.
Can we get a farm where we can have the potato leaves? Because I'm missing having potato leaves.
Let me tell you something funny. So I've been here for 9 years. This year is the first time I saw a live chicken.
Let me think. Have I seen a live chicken?
Honestly, like you know the traditional chicken.
Yeah.
Like the ones that walk around. This is the first time the roaster. This is the first time I saw it. I saw it somewhere. I was like, what?
Have I seen that before?
I've never seen
it. I don't remember.
I was like, every time I just go to food center. I like, for example,
just get some chicken.
Eat chicken or something, but I've never seen it, like physically seen it.
Good. I don't think I have seen.
That's
making me thinking.
Yeah. Because back at home is normal, right? Yeah. So you walk in every neighborhood.
Yeah, you see a goat.
In the street, you see a goat, you see a sheep.
Yeah.
Like they're just moving around. And then you come here, it's like you are using a torch to look for a piece of rice somewhere in the ground. You know?
I was thinking maybe if you have anybody before just about the potato leaves here, maybe we should go look for them. Like the farms.
We can try. I think if you go to the villages past
I have to find somebody who is in love with potato leaves like me.
But I think most of the things they import, right?
Yeah. I don't know about the sweet potatoes. Maybe we have to find out.
Probably. You know, like mushroom, when you buy mushroom, you can see some soils. I've never seen any soil from the potatoes. So I'm kind of... Do they import it or something?
Yeah.
Because if it's a mushroom, you can see the soil.
The soil from the
fan, yeah. But I've never seen any type of soil on the potato. They're usually very clean.
Yeah. And also, like, talking about, like, we've talked about food and other things, even, like, language, like the traditional, like the native language and dialogue.
Yeah.
It's so diverse as well, you know. Like, for example, Cameroon, we speak Pidgin English. In Sierra Leone, they have what you call Creole. And it sounds like, and it has something familiar to, like, Pidgin English. But they call it
Nigeria is your neighbor.
Nigerians also have
Ghana,
Pidgin
right?
English. Ghanaians also have their own Pidgin English. But there's some similarities, though it sounds different or so, but there's that similarity.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, so I had to learn how to speak Creole.
So far, how many languages do you speak?
Oh, no. Creole, English, and French. Yeah, so far.
You are really good.
My French was helpful when I went to Cape Verde, because in Cape Verde, they speak Portuguese. And Portuguese is closer to a little bit of French.
Oh,
so
really?
It was okay for me. I could find my way around a little bit. Yeah.
That makes sense. That's why Brazil they speak Portuguese, but they can understand each other in Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, one of the one of the guests that I had on my podcast, he was explaining to me something to do with Latinos. Like they have a lot of other different languages, but it's only that people focus so much on one, so that's why people talk like, everybody who comes from South America, they're Latinos, but they have a lot of traditional language, you know. That's amazing.
So good. Like, also, like, coming to Israel is one of the places I never thought I would come to.
Talk about me.
I never thought, like, if I think of any other country out of Africa, I'll be like, okay, Europe country. Well, I know Israel is kind of like Europe, but not Israel. But knowing that the Baha'i faith sit is here, but thinking about service and thinking about another place I could grow more spiritual. There was like the World Center. And then also I'm very, very much appreciative of this opportunity, because it also gave me a lot to like serve with almost how many hundreds of staff, with the diversity also, like meeting Dennis, he's from Kenya, meeting somebody from like Zambia, meeting somebody from Tanzania, from Kenya. I think I should do an East African tour.
I'm telling you,
I haven't been to East Africa. I should do.
When I came here, this was my first time to see more than 70 countries.
I know,
people.
right?
And then those people
God.
have different cultures
This
and
is
different
amazing.
things.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, there's no any other place that you find people who have different languages, different culture, and we tolerate each other.
Yeah. Loving each other.
Yeah, because there's a lot of difficulties. Like, for example, if people have different culture, it's so difficult for them to work together most of the time.
It is.
But it's just amazing how everything is being harmonized
I
here.
know.
There might be a lot of challenges here and there, but in general, like if you put in 100% kind of thing, you find like, okay, maybe 10% is the challenge or something.
Challenges are inevitable,
but,
of course.
But 90% is like everything is harmonized. There's like
Very much.
There's a way people work together. There's a way people do things together. It's just as beautiful as you might think,
And when I came here, I didn't stop traveling. Like I told you from the beginning, I'm a bird. So coming to Israel and knowing that, for example, like Israel is very close to Europe.
Yes.
So you can sometimes get a flight, like a round ticket for like 300 USD, sometimes 400 USD. Yeah, so I go to Germany, been to France, been to Finland, been to Austria to visit my brother-in-law.
Austria?
Yeah.
I used to get confused between Australia and Austria.
You know one thing? I went to Google the map. I know Australia. But what is Austria? I was like, what's Austria? Is it still part of Australia? Oh, you're right. I had to Google and find it out. Yeah. So it's been amazing. But I have friends in all these places. So that makes it also very easy for me to travel, because I don't have to think so much about accommodation.
Yeah.
So I have friends everywhere I go to. And it's thanks also to the World Center, because at the World Center I made those friends. It's true I have like childhood friends that had moved there.
Yeah.
The majority of my friends were also because I come to serve at the High World Center. Like now I know you. Maybe
of
tomorrow
course.
when you travel and you're somewhere else, I'll be like, okay, Dennis, I'm coming to your country.
It's easy, right? So like just making friendship and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, like how human society, after so many years, people now view the world as a village, right? So now you can travel from one side to another side.
I know. So
it's just, it made it so easy.
really,
like today, if you tell someone I'll see you in some years, it's not like a dream anymore, right? So
it's actual.
Yeah, so it's actually, say, let's plan to meet in summer. You can meet anywhere, right? Because there's a plane and all this kind of stuff.
Let's meet.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get your brain on something else.
Yes,
so
please.
do you know anything about agriculture and technology?
I eat. I love food. Well, I don't know. I eat to survive. Is that what people say?
Yeah,
like,
people say I eat to survive.
Yeah, I don't really like food, but I will eat because I don't want to die.
You don't want to die, yeah.
So in terms of agriculture, I really don't have that much. Like I know that there's something about safety regarding to food. And
food
the fact
safety,
that everybody should have availability to food. And also the fact that people should always think about, if you eat now, what about tomorrow? That kind of like sustainable, like, okay, if I harvest, then I have to replant.
Yeah.
Because I did my master's in sustainable development.
Oh, really?
And but I specialized.
So I'm talking to a doctor.
My dissertation is on waste management.
In waste management.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tell me more about that one.
Yeah. So I did a lot of recycling from like plastic bottles, plastic bags, anything that will not decompose. I will try to make something out of it. So that's it. So my dissertation was from waste to wealth.
Oh.
Yes. So from waste you can become wealthy.
Give me the tips.
I know, right? I should. I don't know, like when I did my master's in Sierra Leone.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I don't know what happened. Like, I just felt like there was something I could contribute to the environment. There was something that I could give. And I look at Sierra Leone, the same like my country, Cameroon. There's one challenge that we all face, one environmental challenge, which is recycling the waste. Because especially plastic waste. Most of our drainage or the environment is filtered with plastic waste because it doesn't decompose.
Yes.
It stays there for as long as years. And some of them block drainage. So you see, like during the rains, everywhere is flooded.
Yes.
Because the plastic bags and the waste are inside those holes and blocking. Then my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to talk about something like that. I'm going to say, what can we do? Is there something we can make out of this waste? So I decided to research and write my dissertation. So I will go to the street and pick the bottles, and everybody will be like, what is this woman doing? Is she crazy? Yeah, and I don't know, for some reason, I just became creative.
Okay.
I could take a plastic bag and I could make something out of it, like crochet.
Oh.
Yeah, I could take a bottle, a plastic bottle, I could cut it. So I had like some young people in Sierra Leone that was working with them, and we're doing like jewelries, necklaces, you know. Yeah, even slippers and shoes and things, bags out of waste to sell. And that's how my dissertation came about. And I even have a published on the, I think it's online.
You have a paper published?
Yeah, a paper published online. A Sierra Leonean who turned waste to wealth. It's Fridolin. So if you want to check it out, please just type on Google, Sierra Leonean student that transformed waste to wealth.
So do people still use the same ideas, the same?
I can't tell because I left Sierra Leone a long time ago. But I think like if I have to in future, even like now, even being at the World Center, I have participated in the arts and craft show, and people who are close to me know that I like to make things out of nothing. That's how I have projected most of my artwork.
Nice.
It's like saying, take a container that people have trashed and I'll make something out of it. And people be like, what? So this is mostly me. And I think I want to keep that. I would like to continue in that field of recycling, reusing things. So when you talk of agriculture, I see that the same way. We don't only have to eat, but we have to also think about the next tomorrow.
Sustainability, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Putting it back to the earth. And then, and the earth will give us back also.
Yeah. That is interesting, waste management.
Yeah.
And the recycling,
Yeah, recycling. And I chose plastic, really, because there's different types of waste.
Yes.
But I chose plastic because plastic doesn't really decompose.
No.
And again, with the African setting, we haven't gone to a stage where we stop using plastic.
No.
You go to the supermarket, you go to the market, you go around, there's plastic. Everybody sells and put things in plastic bags. Even the water bottles we drink are all plastic. So something has to be done to be able to take care of the environment. Because we use it, we dump it. We use it, we destroy it.
I was watching a clip, I think, I don't know exactly where, but there's this group of people who go around different countries and they clean rivers.
Oh.
Yes.
I think.
And they get a lot of plastics from the river, so they come, they hit the plastic.
Oh my God, I need to be in touch with those kind of people.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they reuse it, right? Because now I have seen some people reuse it and using it for energy.
Yes.
Electricity generated.
I think there's one group in Kenya that they collect plastic and then they generate energy from it. There's another one that they take plastic and then they kind of make blocks, bricks. Bricks.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
Plastic
also.
bricks. There's another one that I saw. They kind of start making, like for example, they burn them, they melt the plastic, and they start shaping things
out of it. Yeah.
Or they even make more water bottles.
They make more water bottles.
Yes, from the same. So they just recycle it all the time, and they sell it cheaper, right? So, but they're trying to clean the rivers and.
That's really good. We need that. Actually, it helps with. Especially I talk about flooding. Most of the time when you see cities flooded or any place flooded, it's because the drainage. It's true that the drainage system might not be there, but those that are there and they're flooding because something has blocked the passage of the water.
Yes.
And most of the time it's plastic.
100%.
It's plastic.
I have experience in that one.
And then everything is flooded.
But also, like, you find a lot of plastic products also go to the ocean, and a lot
that's
of,
another one.
A lot of marine creatures die.
Ocean
a lot.
waste. Yeah. Serving here at the Baha'i World Center, I was also part of the Water and Energy Conservation Committee, because when I came, I also showed my love for recycling, so I was part of that committee. We also used to help staff here watch the Plastic Ocean video.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a video. It's called Plastic Ocean video. You see sea marines and all that. Mostly turtles are being trapped with on their necks, like plastic, or even in their intestines, their gut, and you can even kill them.
Yes. It's nasty.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting how you got interested in this and then later on. So I was going to ask you, are you rich now since you met?
I am wealthy. I am.
You're not rich, but
the
wealthy.
cash is not there, but I'm
cash.
very wealthy. Yeah. I think with the knowledge, the insight, and also like my love for it, because the very most important thing is to have a love for something.
Yes.
Because it comes natural.
Yes.
You're not under any pressure or anything.
No.
So yes, I have a love for it.
No.
Yeah.
I think if you love something, it's easy for you to, I'd say, to work with it, to get more ideas with it, to make it much better than what you find. You just need the love of something. It's like if you love humanity, then everything that you do
like
is just
now,
better.
my biggest love is to be with my family.
So you can do everything to be with your family.
Because like I said, I left Cameroon like 2010. My family also is like everywhere, pretty much like my mom and my brother somewhere in America. I have another brother in Canada, and then my only sister in Cameroon. So for me, family now is everything.
It's important,
for me, it's like I have moved and traveled like a bird. It's time for me to be
go
like
home.
find my family and be with family. But I had the opportunity to pay them a visit. Like I was on vacation.
Yes.
So I met my mom. And I would thank my God for helping me this time get a visa. Because it was my
you got the US visa?
Yes. This was my 4th trial. After rejection, 3 times rejection. I waited
they rejected
for 6
me
years.
once and I was so mad.
No, I waited for 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've been here for 7 years. Every other year or so, I have been going, rejected 3 times. And the 4th time, I was given the visa. Wow. So I took a 1-month vacation. I went to see my mom, see my brother, my brother's children, my sister-in-law. I haven't met her.
That was the first time?
That was the first time.
That's beautiful.
So beautiful.
So you have to tell me about US. So
I know.
People say it's the land of opportunity. Is it true?
There is, like, you could tell that there is a lot of like the need for people for people to be part of that country. There is, you could tell, for example, like I went to like shops and malls and all that. I could see that there's a whole lot of work. Like in terms of just people organizing things, restaurants, they need people. But how to get in is the issue. Like, do you want to be there illegal or legal? So that's where the issue is.
The transport.
Yeah, the opportunities are there. You could see that the infrastructure, the road structure, everything is huge. You know, America speaks about big things. You know. Because I was in Dallas, in Texas, Dallas. I went to Houston. I went to Maryland, DC. I went to Chicago to see the House of Worship.
Oh, you went to the House of Worship?
Yes.
Wow.
I went to the House of Worship.
I want to visit that place one day.
So yes, America it is, but it's also good for you to be there legally.
Yes.
Like have your right papers, either you're a student or a worker, because you don't want to be there.
And then
illegal.
And then it starts hiding.
Because you also have to pay bills, you know. You think of yourself. So how are you going to be in a country where you're not able to meet up to the system's norms, and then you'll be hiding, or maybe you're not able to work? No. Yeah. But for me, I was mostly just focused on seeing my family.
So what are good things that you saw there?
The roads in Texas, they have a very good construction network of roads. Huge roads. I don't think I can drive on those roads. I'll be like, I'm lost. I think if you get, they have like, I don't know how they explain it, like levels and different levels of roads that connects each other. Oh my God, that was huge. I got scared. Each time my brother is driving, I'm like, how do you know all this road? She's like, I'm going to get lost. And I'm sure if you get lost for you to turn and come back.
It's very far.
It's a whole lot of things. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Because my friend also was getting married in Houston.
Congratulations to your friend.
I know. And this wedding was so beautiful because it was like your friends that we've been in Cameroon for like 2002. And for some reason, we didn't meet each other again for a long time until finally, because they're getting married. It's like 2 families coming together.
Yes.
So we know each other from like back 2002. 2006, we've known each other, like friends in the same community. Now their children are getting married. So it was like a cluster reflection meeting. It was like a come together. At one point, we even forgot that we came for a wedding. It was like, oh my God, I haven't seen you. What have you been doing this year? Like meeting friends.
Yeah.
And these are like two Baha'is. So that's the point. So you can tell how everything
excited
was just
and
excited. We were so happy.
It's just more than a
just
ceremony.
More than a ceremony.
Yeah.
The tradition, the Baha'i wedding, the civil wedding. People like, I couldn't believe I haven't seen people for like 20 years. Wow. But you know, sometimes these friends, we talk on phone. We are like chat. But we are seeing each other in person.
It's a different feeling, right? So like when someone talks to you in a phone or chat, then you talk one-on-one.
Yeah.
It's just, I was telling someone that nowadays, because of this technology and all this kind of stuff, it's very difficult for people to have one-on-one conversation, right?
It is.
So every time you guys meet,
it is.
You either someone is texting or someone is busy.
I remember somebody was saying that, how can you go to a restaurant to hang out with somebody and the person's on their phone? It's like, oh, why did you do that? Now, I have to off my phone, please. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Put it on vibration. Yeah, so I think technology also.
It has really changed a lot of things. Yeah. Like before, people could have way of thinking. In books, they call it critical thinking. Like you could think. Like I was just listening when you're talking about your waste management project and all this kind of stuff. You could at least think on how to do your project. Go to the street, pick this, come up with something from nothing. You know, something new, generate something new. But nowadays it's really difficult because. Like there's AI, so if you don't want to think, just ask the AI. Hey.
I now get confused between something that is real and AI. Think something
really
is
difficult,
crazy.
Right?
Yeah, because everything now you have to question.
Yes.
When you say something, you have to question.
Oh.
Is this AI or is this real? You know, because if not, you just believe anything and then you just fall into a trap.
True.
Yeah.
My wife is very good to know which clip is video and which one is not.
Okay.
So most of the time I'm like, I've seen something exciting. So I'm like, hey, come and see this. And she's like, that's an AI. I'm like, how did you know? The hair is not moving.
She has to teach me how to recognize those AI people.
It's like the body. Look at the body language. That's not a normal body language. I'm like, what the heck? So for me, everything is just a normal thing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Now you have to question everything, like I said.
It's just interesting. So I was listening to one of the podcasts, just going back a little bit about the soil. And this person is Saguru, is from India. It's a very prominent person. He kind of have talks on different things to do with life, religion, technology. Is very wise guy. And one of his latest project is about the soil. And you're saying that now the soil is kind of dead. There's not enough microorganism in the soil. And he gave an example of, like, for example, instead of using compost manure. How do you call it?
Like
compost manure. We use chemical ones.
Yeah, fertilizers.
Yeah, use fertilizers.
Yeah.
And you're saying that fertilizers kills everything. Yes, he says you can use it once, you get very good yield.
Good yields, yeah.
But after some years, it's gone.
In the long run. But the soil is destroyed, the quality of the soil.
Yeah, and you're talking about, like, for example, you're saying people don't understand that inside the soil there's a living organism. Like there's this community inside the soil that makes sure that everything is moving. They're supposed to move. And one of the reasons it says, like, because of that, there's decline on food security. Right. So people cannot sustain themselves anymore. And it gave me something. So it reminds me, back at home, my grandfather is he has passed away right now, but he used to be very good in agriculture. And I remember around 2000, before 2000, I think, either early 2000s. We used to put decomposed manure in a cage, put with leaves and whatever. After some months, decompose, and then you guys just carry it and put on the soil, right?
Yes.
And then in around 2005 or something, 2007, people started, because he's a tea farmer. He has a very big, we have a very, not very big, but we have a portion of tea leaves. So the company used to give people at the end of the year bags of fertilizers. And then suddenly we started using those fertilizers to get more yields from grass and all this kind of stuff. After some years, around, I think, 2012, we could not get anything at all.
The yield.
You know?
I think the
there was
quality
no yield at
was
all.
bad.
Yeah, it was just weird. And then when I saw this kind of, like, most of African countries right now, they're also following this kind of getting faster yield. I'm just sad. Deep in my heart, I'm like, okay, why are you doing this? Like, why do you want to kill your soil, even though you get good yield? And if you remember those days, you could plant a maize, you get it, and you plant it again,
Of
right?
course. But
Now you can't.
now everything has changed. There's this guy also on YouTube. He
Yeah.
cultivates maggots. Have you
Maggots,
seen
yeah.
maggot cultivation?
Yeah, I've seen that already.
And then he gives it to farmers to be used in place of fertilizers.
Yes.
The maggots.
Do you
So
know- do
he
you know-
really cultivates it, like growing them like in a whole farm, and then the farmers come and buy.
Do you know they know the role of maggots?
Yeah, for decomposing the soil, like
Decomposing,
helping.
but also it makes rods.
It
Makes rods. So there's
I see, there's
aeration.
aeration, yeah.
Yeah, so there's
yeah.
air, there's all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
I see.
Back at home, we could dig and you get them out. And
Oh my God!
the
This
chicken
guy
just eat.
shows how he does the flies, the pupa, the maggots. He's a whole business. This guy is doing
Yeah.
maggot.
Remember,
That's
those
like,
things
that's
were natural.
nice.
Few years ago, you could just find them on soil.
Yeah.
You dig any soil, you find
But
them
now
out.
you can't.
Now you can't. It's just...
He has to create that. Yeah.
And now he's a rich guy because
He is. He
because
is.
now people have
He
to
is
come and
making
buy
money.
in bulky and all this kind of stuff. It's the same thing with the food.
He is making money. Good
We
money.
get the GMO food, you eat, after a few
Yeah.
years, you're getting fat.
I think
fat.
what I want to do is a fish pond.
Yeah,
Have you thought of fish pond?
I've seen it back at home.
But you can
people
create
doing
your
it.
own fish pond, like an
Yeah,
artificial
you-
fish pond. You don't need to
yeah.
go and start digging the hole and all that. So,
No, it's easy.
so people do that a lot as businesses.
You just buy a plastic
Yeah,
bag
and then
whatever,
and then you know when to feed them, what to care for them, changing the water.
it's just interesting. Like,
Imagine you having your own fish pond behind your house and getting your own fish.
it's nice, but it has a lot of work to. Like,
I know,
to
but
do
everything.
that kind of
I
stuff.
think the same time you put in going to your office and sitting on the computer. If you specialize or to doing the fish farm, yeah, it's the
But we're
same.
getting lazy, right? So our bodies are kind of. It's easy now to do everything in your phone. It's easy to
Yeah.
move all this kind of stuff.
But who's gonna give us the food? Like you're talking about food, we
No
need
one.
someone to be in the farm.
Because everybody thinks like white
Yeah,
collar job is the
that's
best,
it.
right? So
That is very important. I saw that in America, for example, like you say, there are hotels, there is the mall, there's a supermarket, there's groceries. Who is presenting those things you're eating, right?
yeah,
Because you want the white collar job, but you need somebody to go to the farm to get the tomatoes, the onions,
yes,
the potatoes. So who's
Yes.
gonna do that? The restaurants you go and eat, you need somebody to serve you,
interesting.
to cook your food. You even need somebody to cook the food.
Well, nowadays they're making robots.
Oh my. These robots are going to take over our jobs. What are we going to do with them?
People are making robots nowadays.
No, then what do a human being do if you have robots doing the job of human being?
I think there's somewhere Abdullah talked about this. Like, for example, he says people make machines, but the purpose of machines is to make human life much better, right?
Much better.
But now it's like we look at it, we fear them. I can give you an example. A long time ago, there used to be secretaries, not this type of secretary, like the ones who used to write when someone is talking.
Very
They
fast,
write on
like
your
in the
pen.
court.
It was just a handbook, right? Right. And then suddenly they brought a typewriter, right? And then typewriter, this person can type the whole day.
Yeah.
So it cut the number of jobs. And then suddenly computer came in.
Oh, gosh.
You know? Yeah, so different types of jobs were taken away because of new technology and but now there's this more computer. It's like drivers, right? So also drivers are going to be fed out.
Do you know what happened?
No.
I saw
Yeah.
the robot taxis in
Yeah.
Houston.
You
with no
did?
driver.
Did you take one?
I think out of 5 Ubers, 2 of them are those taxis without drivers, like the robot ones. I wish I could take it, but I already hired the other ones. I didn't know about them. And I could see one just coming right in front of me and standing and picking up a passenger. And another one just stopped and just dropped somebody. And another one, he will stop by the light, the traffic light. When he's right, he will just stop. And then they have like cameras all
Yes.
over. They have like all the 4 cameras, so they could
Oh,
know
so you saw
sensors
Vemo
everywhere.
or something. That one is for Vemo.
I think maybe I can't
Yeah, it
remember
has
the
like-
name. Yeah. Oh my God.
So
That
drivers
was
are going to be
crazy.
fed out.
I know.
So-
So I don't know how it's gonna be. It's true that technology, like you say, or machines should make the life easy for humans.
Yes.
But what would the humans be doing?
I don't know.
That's a big question.
That's be like...
Should I just sit and say, Robert, bring me food? And go to the restaurant and say, oh, you order and then somebody serves you. Go pick my child to school, drive me to the market. So what are you going to do? But you know,
China is like that, right? China, they kind of... food comes in your door.
So what do they do now?
People become lazy. You lose your legs because you're not working.
Oh, God.
It's like when you use your phone
and
so
then
much.
Robot to massage your legs.
Yeah. They have massage robots.
Yes, massage robot.
They can do everything that you want, you know.
But I think also like it also says that religion or science and religion have to go hand in hand, right?
Yeah. So I was thinking about that. Like, how do you reconcile the two, right?
Yeah.
So how do you do it?
I don't know. Like, you can't expect that a robot should be a human being. No matter what you're putting, no matter the programming that you're giving to the robot, it can't just be a human being.
Because it doesn't have a soul. No. It doesn't have that level of...
So there should be a limit of things that the robot can do, and a human should continue doing what a human being should do. For example, a human being was created to show love, to be patient, to be kind, like develop those spiritual qualities. A robot is not going to do that.
Why? They program it?
They program it to be kind and loving and speak to you.
Yeah, true. We really don't know. So I was going to also... we can talk through what is happening right now around the world.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll give an example. So I was watching a clip in Tanzania. They had an election. And the youth in Tanzania, they kind of just brought uprising. But not just Tanzania, your country also.
Cameroon.
I saw that happening.
Oh, my God.
I saw that in Madagascar. I saw that reach other country again. There are several countries in Africa, not just about, forget about us South Africa, like 5 countries in Africa that youth, they kind of want change. Oh. They want something different. They want I don't know.
They call the Gen Zs.
Gen Zs. We are not there anymore. But those young people,
the Gen
kind
Zs
of want something
change. They want something new. I feel like the time has come because for the youth to arise and be conscious, it shows also that our parents, or maybe us as the bigger brothers and sisters, have done a good job in educating these young people. Because if you can imagine your own self when you were a youth, are you able to speak? Were you able to speak? No. So you can see that even us, when we were youth, we will barely speak out.
No.
Sometimes you need permission. You're shy to speak, you know. It means, but today, youth, or how they call them, the Gen Z, they have grown and been educated in a system that allows them to express themselves and to know what they need.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just that I was telling my brother the other day, no, actually I was telling Collins the other day, it's like being in your house and then you see your neighbor having everything and you guys share the same thing. So you're like, how did my neighbor have everything and my house doesn't have everything? And just because of the technology, right? So more people in Africa are educated right now. A lot of youth are more educated. They, in terms of thinking and in terms of internet, the internet has made the world so small that people can see what's happening on different
social
places.
Media
has
helped. Yeah.
So I was just thinking, like, so that one also makes it difficult for people to believe in religion.
Oh.
You know? Because you find, for example, even more people don't believe in sciences. Like, there's some things like this generation that kind of, okay, so when you say this, what do you mean? When you say that, what do you mean? And it becomes like those moral values of the society that are no longer there, right? So like things like kindness, things like love, things like honesty, they're no longer there because people are like trying to figure out how do you like they're trying to find out who they are, their identity, who are we, you know, this kind of stuff. And when I see this young generation trying to say they want a better life, you know, and this older generation, they're like, okay, this is how we used to do things. We don't want to change. They have that fear in them. It just begs me a question. Is like, so what changed? You know?
Yeah, really. I feel like in terms of religion, and again, like what the young people, their beliefs, their thoughts, I I think when we look at the action, like when you see these young people outside, let us see like the way they rally outside and they can talk, they can express themselves. I think it's also trying to, it's their own contribution. I think they think it's their own contribution to making the world a better place. So it means that somewhere in their mind, they want to live in a world that is better, in a world that is good. They want to see tranquility. They want to see peace. They want to see love. That's why they're fighting on the street. So I think it comes also from a place of that religion or that fear of God or that belief that this is the kind of world we want, right?
Yeah.
So when things are wrong, that's why you see them talking. They're in the social media, they're in the road because something is wrong.
Yeah, it's just, for me, sometimes I think, like, for example, if you raise your children or community in a certain way, you kind of eliminate the mistrust and mischief and all these kind of things, right? But if there's no religion into it, there's no something that guides them, it becomes a problem, because at the end of the day, if what you say is one and what you do is two, you create this unrest, right? And that's why it's like politically Africans people, they're like, okay, so youth, now we can get into we want to get into the business of the country. We want a better life. So because before, people used to be, okay, let me go to another country to follow the life, right? So let me travel to Europe, let me travel to this, or let me travel to this. But now in these countries, like for example Europe and all these other countries, they're like their youth also, they're like, oh no, you want those jobs,
of course,
you want that better life, right?
Of course.
So people back home or people are there, they're like, okay, so instead of us traveling, going to these outside countries, and some of them are being mistreated, some of them all this kind of stuff, they're like, okay, so we can make our life better, right?
That's good.
And you find the people who are supposed to make life better for this youth or for us, they're kind of comfortable where they are. They have everything. They're super comfortable. The guys can drive good cars, their children can go good hospitals, they can go to good schools.
I just feel like there's this idea of like the gap between the rich and the poor.
It's so huge.
It's so huge. I don't know if how it can even, because sometimes I remember people say, can you narrow it a little bit? And I'm like, how can they narrow this gap a little bit?
It's impossible. It's like, it's so difficult because it's so difficult because the mentality that we have is like, this kind of, where you work is where you eat.
Yes.
That mentality kills everything. Like, for example, you go to an office, and because it's not just because of them. It's just the society thinking. Like, for example, if you're working in a very good company, very good, right? And then you get fired. You go back at home, people will tell you, oh, this guy was in a good position. Instead of building himself, he was just relying on blah, blah, blah. They make you feel guilty, And then when you get a next job, what will you do? You'll eat where you work. So that means even if it's corruption, it's just the mentality that we have as Africans or as humanity. Is like, we think instead of having something in a, in a good way, or just having what you're supposed to have, the society forces you to be like, okay, I have to get more. I have to have more than what I have.
That's the point. Because people want to get more. So you're thinking about the poor. So if people want to get more, maybe it's at some point we're going to narrow the gap. But I wonder how many people, the people who want to get more, are they already rich? Because that's also one thing.
Some of them are not.
But what about those that are rich and they still want to get more?
Yesterday I was talking to Collins, and Collins was telling me, when you don't have anything, you say, if God gives me $1,000,
I'm going to do this, do that.
This will be the end of my day. And
you won't ask again more.
Yeah.
The next day,
get that $1,000.
You times it by 2.
If God gives me just another $1,000. So even if you have $10,000, you have $100,000, your mind still say, okay, I want more. You still ask the same God. So last one more time.
I feel like human beings are not satisfied. I just think like,
we are not.
Yeah.
And you can see it, like, for example, when you are young, you're saying, if I finish school,
Yeah.
If I finish school, I'm gonna get a job. If I get a job, I'm gonna have this. And then you get all this stuff, right? You have a degree, you have a master's, and you're like, I need more. Like, we can't control ourselves to say,
yeah, I know.
that is enough. And that's the thing that is eating our communities back at home. Is like, and yes, there's better ways to settle disputes. There's better way, but people who already have a mindset of no change, a mindset of not listening, are the ones who have power.
Yeah.
And when they have it, youth, sometimes they don't have. You find, like, for example, I was watching this clip, which is very sad. In Sudan, they're kind of just killing each other.
Sudan is really crazy these days.
It has been like that. It's
I
only
know,
that
but all of
the
a sudden,
media was not focusing on them, right? And then suddenly now the media is focusing on them.
The whole world is crazy. The world is crazy. I will lie to you. Crazy.
So it's like, how do you find solutions to this kind of stuff? Sometimes there's no solution. Sometimes it's just like we have to go through
talk about it. Maybe we should just have spaces like this.
Yeah.
To just have people talk about it. Like, how do they feel?
Yeah.
That could also be one way of seeing how the situation would be, because we are created in this world. We are supposed to acquire wealth, not like we're supposed to look for financial stability somehow, right? But also, when you have that financial stability, what do you have to do with it? It's not just for your own personal gain or a selfish motive, right? It has to be for the betterment of society. So if you're acquiring wealth, which is good, in a good way, you have a job, you have a business or something, then you're also able to empower other people to also acquire that same wealth. So that's okay. That's fine to say, okay, every day you're striving to get more wealth because you're empowering people, you're contributing to the fund, you're paying your bills, you know what I mean? But when you start acquiring those wealth, and it's only for you to buy some luxury cars, go to fancy hotels, travel, and then the next person beside you doesn't even have food to eat. Can you imagine? Funny, right? Yeah. So you live in this big mansion, and the car drives you into your house, but the next person beside you lives like in a wood or house. Very poor. How do you feel? That's the gap between the rich and the poor.
It's sad. When you're talking, I'm just thinking there's some parts in Kenya we have like a lot of food, and people, they kind of just throw it on the street. And then there's this part in Kenya where people are just dying without food, and it's the same country. And
can you imagine?
There's this guy, I think his name is Mr. Beast, who is going around Africa and is making, is building schools. I think you've seen the guy. Do you know in Kenya they say he should never come back because the guy is now overpowering the politicians because he went.
I know the society is not gonna let this guy do anything.
No, it's because
the greedy ones are there. They are like, what?
Because governments have how many? Like, governments get a lot of taxes, so they have a lot of money. So, like, for example, I always ask myself, why don't, like, for example, my government go to this country, these sides of the country that is dry, and just dig a borehole.
Oh God! Sometimes,
it's funny, right?
Yeah, it is. But sometimes some of them do that and just and they look for fame.
Yes.
You know, so some of them will go to those villages, like you say. They will build schools. They will dig the borehole. They'll put electricity, but they just want it for fame.
I mean, there's nothing for free, right?
Yeah. They will post it out there, and then people will feel like, oh, this man is a good man. Because he went to take a borehole. Are you really, really sure? That's what he did for.
I always think, like, for example, there's nothing for free. So you have to give this one in order to give for this.
Yeah. So what did you give?
Exactly. Give yourself.
You give your freedom. You give yourself for money, you know.
Money is evil.
Yeah.
Like, people could just do the right thing instead of just advertising. It's funny.
It's all funny, like you say. Yeah.
So anything else you want to talk about?
Oh my God. I'm hoping and looking forward to the next space for you and me.
I was hoping I have another microphone, so I was hoping to have like 4 people.
So we have like a plenary.
Like a plenary group of 4 people, and then you have just discussion.
Okay. And that could be also a very nice one.
Because I like to have thoughts, like, for example, people from my continent. Youth, just to see, like, not just youth, even older people, like, what are the solutions? Because we already know, we know the problems,
we know
right?
the problems. You're really
Like
right.
it's 100 and what problem? So the question is like,
what do we do?
what is the solution?
What can we start from?
Because we can lament, right? Every day we can lament.
Yeah.
This
Where
is
can we
happening,
start
this one is
from?
happening. But the question is, so what's your idea?
Yeah.
What do you think? How do
you raise awareness?
How do you raise this awareness?
Some kind of action plans, and that also helps us as young people.
Exactly.
Especially when we know that Baha'u'llah says that the Africa continent is the black people of the eye,
Yes,
the black people of the eye.
people,
Yeah, so we have to spiritualize the world. You can know how much we also carry as our own responsibility.
You can't know.
For the world.
Yeah, it's just, I like just to have a conversation with my fellow people coming from Africa. It doesn't mean to be black. There's some people who are from Africa who are not really black, but they are from Africa. So anyone who is from Africa who have like different ideas of like things that can help us have like these discussions and way forward.
Yeah, but sometimes also it's good to tap from the Western world as well.
Yeah, some people
How
have
did
ideas.
they make it?
where is
how did you make all this money and how did you become wealthy like this?
It's because I think one of my reasoning, it might be very wrong. I think the reason why most of our countries are not developing is because we never came up with the formula that is for us.
Oh yeah.
What we did, we copy paste the formula.
We've been copying and pasting.
Yeah, for other people, and for them that formula works. It works for them really well, but for us it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So we just copy paste it, and then we don't know what to do. It's like
when Baha'u'llah talks about universal education, is it possible, or do you forecast an educational system or curriculum that is used everywhere in the world?
Yeah, it's
Just
possible.
think of it.
It's possible.
It means that if I go to China to find a job, they're going to give me a job because I studied the same thing.
Yeah.
It could be language different. That's fine. French.
And you also say people should get one language, right?
Yeah. But in terms of like teaching, maybe in the schools, but imagine you doing a medical, but whatever they teach you in Africa regarding medicine is the same thing that Chinese person are studying.
It should be the same thing because you're operating the same human body.
Yeah, just like even administration or the kind of basic work, so that whenever you move to any country with a degree or a master's, it's acceptable anywhere because you have the knowledge.
I'll give an example. So countries that were colonized by Britain, all of them, they have the same system as Britain.
That's just what we have to do.
So it's like if the world sit down and say, okay, so we need universal education system where everything around the world is taught the same. It's possible. Like it's just have people to make decisions.
I think so too.
It's only that we are greedy, Everybody wants to say, I want to be unique on my own way.
I think the thing of I.
We don't
that
do we.
I is something. There's something wrong with that I, the ego, the self. And every time we have to always hit it to go back, Yes, because it's me, Fridolin. When you presented yourself, you said, Dennis, this is Fridolin. But what matters is that it's two of us together now.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been doing this conversation by myself.
There's no country that can survive
If I was talking by myself, how would that look like? So you see that you also need some human being to be who you are.
We are not an isolated.
No,
like our nature is not. We cannot live without the other person.
Yeah, and even those that are worthy, somebody made them worthy.
Yes,
they have workers that make them worthy. The person who is taking care of your securities, keeping you safe.
Yes.
The person taking care of your clothes, like somebody has contributed to your worth. So you cannot think of being greedy. Why are you greedy? People contributed to your worth.
Human nature.
Your employees are there, even if it's your cook, even if it's your clean, they're all contributing to who you are. So how can you be greedy? I just wonder how humanity thinks like that.
We should also have universal salary, maybe.
That would be good work.
Survive. Like everybody gets the same pay, and your raise comes with. I don't know. Your raise comes with.
Let's take a very weird scenario.
Yeah.
This is my fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take all the billionaires we have in the world, or the trillionaires we have in the world, please, and ask them to each give 1 million of their worth to those that are poor. Let's go to the poor countries. Not given like in cash, because you give them in cash, it's gonna go. Meaning, all of you, let's say for example, there are 5 billionaires, and they're giving 5 billion. We take that money and we go to the countries that are less privileged and do from infrastructure, like from ground, and rebuild the country. in creating like jobs, farm work, all like you see what this country, Burkina Faso is doing.
Yeah,
Put in that money, pour that money into a country. Not saying that you're going to put one borehole. No, we're not saying that. Rebuilding a country.
Yeah.
Is that not empowerment?
It's empowerment.
And you only give 1 billion of your wealth.
Who's gonna give it to you?
I feel like it's nothing now. Just give 1 billion of your wealth. Let us go and give it. Not, I don't know. I always think about that. Think of a country like Sudan today. Pick another country like Liberia. Pick of a country that you can just do like infrastructure, like what Burkina Faso is doing. Exactly that. In terms of agriculture, the industry, like teach them how to fish. Yeah, teach them how to fish. Sierra Leone, for example, you have the mining. Sierra Leone is rich in mining, in natural resources. But just like we know, all African countries that are rich in natural resources are the poorest.
Yeah, that's
But
weird.
other people are taking the wealth and going. So, but can someone just stop and just say, okay, please, let's give something back to these people. Let's make their country good. Let's create jobs for them. Something like that. It's sure easy to just stop at one point and think.
Yeah.
These people are making you people rich every day. And you say, oh, it's my America, it's my UK, it's my Germany. But you're taking the wealth from somebody else's country. I don't know. Yeah. And that's why you see people say America is a land of nobody. Like, because many people have contributed in making it what it is today.
Yes. Well, what is the best way to finish the podcast?
Oh, nice to have a conversation with you. There's so many things in life that I feel like it's good for people to air it out, for people to talk, even when they go like having a coffee or in a restaurant or at your job site, in a lunch room. There's some topics that people have to always talk about to elevate their conversation, especially finding solutions to things and not just being carried away by the forces of society. But try to, at one point, ask yourself, how can you contribute? Do you even know what's happening? Are you even aware of what's going on in your country? What can be your own role, your support, even if by just saying some prayers? Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too for having me.
I hope I'll see you again soon before I leave.
We shall have some coffee and some tea.
Next time I'll have a coffee.
Yes, please. Thank you.